Hello all. Thank you for joining us today for our Veterans Day ceremony. A special greeting to all of our veterans in attendance today. Thank you for being here with us, and let me be one of the first of many to thank you for your service to our country. Before we begin today, let me remind all of us of the reason of this day. When Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner almost 200 years ago, he called America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those words are as true today as they were then. Throughout this nation's history, America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen have bravely answered the call to defend our freedom, to aid our friends and allies, and to turn back aggressors. We can never fully repay our debt of gratitude to more than 650,000 American service members who died in battle, or the 1.4 million who were wounded. We can, however, recognize and thank the 25 million veterans still living today. These words are inscribed on the Korean War Memorial in Washington, D.C. Our nation honors her sons and daughters who answered the call to defend a country they never knew and a people they never met. Those words apply equally to many of our World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, and Gulf War veterans as well. They apply to today's active duty service members, tomorrow's veterans, who are helping to maintain peace throughout the world. Today is our privilege to say thank you to all of America's veterans, to let them know that we appreciate them for their service and honor them for their sacrifices. The price of freedom is high. We cannot afford to forget those willing to pay it. Today, we celebrate America's veterans for keeping this nation the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Please stand and join in singing My Country, 'Tis of Thee.
Of thee I sing. The Lord be with you. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage up to the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Similarly, as it was in the days of Lot, they were eating, drinking, buying, selling, planting, building, on the day when Lot left Sodom. Fire and brimstone rained from the sky to destroy them all. So it will be on the day the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, someone who is on the housetop and whose belongings are in the house must not go down to get them. And likewise, one in the field must not return to what was left behind. Remember the wife of Lot. Whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses it will save it. I tell you, on that night there will be two people in one bed, one will be taken, the other left. And there will be two women grinding meal together, one will be taken, the other left." They said to him in reply, "Where, Lord?" He said to them, "Where the body is gathered, there also the vultures will gather." The Gospel of the Lord. For our petitions, I just wanted to say a word of thank you to all those service members who are present. We certainly keep all service members in thought and in prayer today, as on this day we celebrate Veterans Day and the sacrifices that those who serve our country in the military forces certainly make as they swear to uphold the Constitution and protect the people of the United States. Being a service member myself, a chaplain for 10 years with the U.S. Army, I found it to be a great privilege and an honor. Certainly, I know many of the men and women who serve, and they were very inspiring to me. And certainly it takes a lot of fortitude to accept the responsibilities and the duties that are associated with military service, and we should admire those who serve their country in this way. As a provider of spiritual support to our men and women in the military, I did end up certainly serving members of all of the branches during the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns, due to the fact that it was a coalition of forces and the various branches were involved in those operations. And so across all of the branches we find one thing in common, and that is that people who are willing to sacrifice, who are willing to place themselves in harm's way for the betterment of the world and for the security of the United States. We thank them for all their service, their sacrifices, and we pray that God will continue to provide for all of the families, the members of the military services who continue to fight the good fight and provide for us